And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you the star of some of my films that I've put out. And that is, of course, my vintage Titanic Submersible model right here. Now, just to give you some background about this model. I bought this in 1999, over 20 years ago. I paid $12 for it. I bought it at what was known as a PBS store, which is Public Broadcasting System. In your area, you have these stations, which you probably do. They do a lot of educational, scientific programming. And back in the day, they did a lot of Titanic shows. I watched all the Bob Ballard expeditions on it after they happened. As soon as National Geographic put the shows out, they were on Channel 12. And so they were, as PBS station, PBS stores were the natural fit to find Titanic items, and that's where I got this. So I paid $12, like I said. Today, this is easily a couple of $100 on eBay, maybe in this condition. If you can find it complete with the box, it could be well over $1,000. And for me, mine is, I don't know how much mine would be worth. It's priceless to me. I would never sell it, but you know, it's pretty beat. It's been used by myself and my son, and the paint is worn out, the mechanism is worn out, and it's missing pieces, but it still works, and that's the important thing. And they're really good to show you exactly, you know, give you an idea how the Titanic disaster happened from the structural point of view, how the ship sank. So this is like an educational toy, and it's kind of neat to operate as well. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so as you can see here, the model has a built-in gash for the iceberg. It's controlled by the switch on the bottom. You can throw the switch back towards the stern, the ship remains solid and should float solid. Throw the switch to the front, which I have, and it opens up the gash on the side here and allows the ship to sink. Then there's a mechanism inside here so that as it fills up with water, it triggers a release and the stern comes off, and then it will sink separately from the hull of the bow. So essentially it is fairly accurate, but sometimes it will do a V-break or it will sink incorrectly. So sometimes it'll stay together and it'll even plunge stern first. So it all depends on how worn out your model is, which mine is very worn out. Now, one thing I'd like to say about this model here, it's known officially as the submersible model. That's what it was sold as. I disagree with that name. In my opinion, this is a split in half model. Reason why I say that, a submersible is a submarine. Submarines can go down under the waves and they can come back up. That's a submersible. Titanic sinks. It is not a submersible. It does not come back up unless you watch Raise the Titanic, a film from 1980 that can no way ever happen. So, with that said, this is really a split in half model, but officially it's known as the submersible model. So, like I said, I disagree with the terminology, but that's how they sold it. Now here you can see the inner mechanisms where the split occurs. Right here you can see here, right there, that's how it connects, and that's also what would lift to release it as the water fills the hole. And here's a look at the starboard side gash opening up. You put it in the water and let the model do the rest. Okay, now we're gonna add some icebergs, and I can't say that this is gonna be historically accurate, so if I hit the iceberg on the port side instead of the starboard side, forgive me. Okay, so let's try it out. So there you have it. That is my Titanic submersible model. I hope you enjoyed this brief demo of the model, and if you are on the market for one, I do hope that you find it at a good price. I was just fortunate enough to get this at retail back when it came out over 20 years ago, and of course I held on to it. Had no idea that it would become so popular and rare, but I'm very fortunate to have this. So good luck with your hunting if you're on the market for one, and if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.